All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, peace, and blessing to the elect of Israel. Back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. The Lord willing, this video is edifying, man. All right, and I'm going to title this lesson, Woman, Shut Your Ass. Okay? I'm going to title it, Woman, Shut Your Ass. You know, and that's some Benjamite slang for you, you know. Basically, telling women, you know, shut your ass up, pretty much, you know. But nevertheless, let's get right into it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with this. All right. Ecclesiasticus 26, going to verse 13, it says, the grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones. That's right. And a woman is supposed to be discreet, okay? It tells that in the book of Titus that they're supposed to teach the young women, that an older woman is supposed to teach the young women to be discreet, okay? Let me get this real quick. Titus 2, and starting at verse 3. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemy. Okay, so right. So a part of you women not blaspheming the word of the Most High is being discreet, man. Okay? Let's go into that word discreet real quick. All right. Discreet. Okay? Discreet. All right. It says, constituting a separate entity individually distinct, all right, consisting of distinct or unconnected elements, taking or having a finite or countably infinite number of values. It's a lot. I don't know. Let me go into the blue letter of that real quick. All right. So Akim, give me 1 second, Akim. Loading this video up, man. But yeah, you women are supposed to be discreet, man. And a part of you being discreet is being silent, man. Okay? The Lord does not like a woman that talks a lot. Okay? The scriptures say a foolish woman. All right? A foolish woman is clamorous, man. Okay? A foolish woman, you know? Clamorous meaning loud, you know? All right? The Lord doesn't like a woman who's loud and that talks a lot, okay? That's not being in order, all right? We're going to that word discreet in the Greek. Salakia. You know, the connection want to be slow. Okay. This is discreet in the Greek. It says, sound in mind, self-controlled, moderate as to opinion or passion, discreet, sober, temperate. That's right. So having a form of self-control, man. Because like the elder Manatazak Ba was going into in his video, man. Hey, being a part of you wanting to speak and put your input out, you know, that's an impulse, man. Okay? That's an impulse. And impulse, the spirit of impulse is really a fleshly spirit, because the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is of temperance, you know, self-restraint, okay? Being disciplined, all right? So having an impulsive spirit is really carnal, you know, and we are not to be carnal to the best of our abilities. You know, we're in these carnal bodies, so it's almost inevitable that no matter what, you know, we're going to end up being carnal somehow, some way, okay? But we try to walk in the spirit as best as we possibly can. So part of you women being discreet is having that temperance, man. Of a sound mind, sane in one's senses, curbing one's desires and impulses, self-controlled, temperate. That's the point. That's the point, man. Okay? So it said that a woman's discretion will fatten her husband's bones, man. Okay? This is Ecclesiasticus 26:14. What does it say? It says a silent and loving woman. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. Okay? So brothers, if you have a woman who is like that, okay, then that's a gift. That's a gift of the Lord, man. Now you have some sincere sisters out here. Don't get me wrong, okay? But it's very few. It's very few, man. All right, and sincere sisters, okay, they're going to be in the background, all right? They're not going to try to look for the spotlight. They're not going to try to be teaching. They're not going to be posting scriptures in the comment boards and stuff like that, okay? They might say a little shalom, but, even then, you still want to kind of hold your peace, But, not trying to be over righteous, you know what I'm saying? But at that, leave it at that, man. All right, shalom, okay, that's cool, man. But other than that, don't really exceed that, man. Let me read it again. Ecclesiasticus 26:14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. That's right, man. Now this whole chapter is fire. It goes into about what a godly woman is supposed to be like, and what a wicked woman is supposed to be like. All right. But nevertheless, that's the point on that right there. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get another scripture. All right. Going into a woman's conduct, man. Let me get this. I believe that's 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy, starting at verse 9, it says, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array. That's right. You women are supposed to be in modest apparel, man. Not all decked out, trying to basically like you're in a fashion show or something like that for Balenciaga, Verse 10, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. And what is that? It says, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Okay? But I suffer not a woman. So hold up. We got to harp on that right there, man. We got to harp on that right there, because you have a lot of these women, right? A lot of these women, they love to get on the man. When they find a fault in the man, best believe these women, they'll capitalize on that, man. But when you find fault in them, then you're an asshole. You're the bad guy, But they claim to be that they believe in the scriptures, But when you pull this scripture, this right here is a filtering process for a lot of you women. How much do you really believe in the scriptures, huh? Because you pull this scripture out on a woman who claims to believe in the scriptures, and then she's trying to go find a loophole. Oh no, that was at that time, Oh no, this is specifically talking to Timothy. They'll try to come up with some bullshit, man. But let's go ahead and read this again. 1 Timothy 2:11. It says, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Okay? So you're supposed to be in silence with all subjection. What does it mean to be in subjection? Let's get that real quick. Okay? Let's get that. All right? Because that's important, man. All right? That also is going into how you women are supposed to be under obedience to your husbands, man. But let's go ahead and get that. Okay? Subjection. In the Greek. All right. Subordination, right? To be obedient. Okay, that's what it means to be subordinate. To be in order, to be obedient. Okay, an act of subjection, obedience, subjection. Did we not read later in Titus the 2nd chapter that the word of the Most High be not blasphemy, that they are obedient to their husbands? Okay, we read that in Titus the 2nd chapter. Okay, 1 Timothy 2:11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Okay, right, because when was the last time a woman usurped authority over the man? mankind fell. Okay, and now we all gotta die. Okay, the last time a woman, I'm not saying that's a very, very last time, but I'm just trying to make a point. Last time a woman usurped authority over a man, okay, guess what? We all fell, man. All right, back when Adam was simple, and we all who came after him. All right, but everything is the Lord's will, But that's the point, man. Okay. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. That's the point, man. Okay. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. That's right. And the scriptures say of the woman came at the beginning of sin. And through her, we all die, man. So a lot of these women ain't right, Akim. All right, and don't be surprised, man, because you have this Queen of Heaven spirit, okay? You have this Queen of Heaven spirit going around, and hey, this thing is disgusting. It's filthy. All right, but soon we will be back on top, and then it's not going to be a Queen of Heaven spirit. It's going to be the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has the Israelite man usurping authority, not just over the women, but over the rest of these nations, man. So that's the point, man. All right, let's get this scripture real quick. 1 Corinthians 14, getting straight to the point. All right, 1 Corinthians 14 and 34. It says, let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. That's right. And what law says that? Genesis 3:16. That a woman, her desire shall be to her husband, and he shall rule over her. Okay? So that's the point on that right there. All right? It said, let the woman keep silence in the churches, man. So if you're in the midst of men, okay, your last thing that should be coming across your mind is, oh, let me make a point, man. And now I see why brothers say they don't want a woman in the truth. I understand why brothers say they don't want a woman in the truth, man, because it's like these women, right? They have a sense of entitlement already, okay, regardless if they're in the truth or not. So now a lot of these women, okay, because the scriptures say knowledge puffeth up, So they get into the knowledge, they understand the truth or whatever, they understand some of the scriptures, cool, but then they get puffed up. They get puffed up, man. And women are already narcissistic, are already, man, all right? They're already narcissists, if I pronounce that correctly, okay? So imagine when they get into the knowledge, man, they have a sense of entitlement, so they feel like, oh, okay, I can run with the big boys now, I can hang with the big dogs. Or I could quote some scriptures too. I can make a point. Like, come on, man. Hold your peace. Hold your peace, man. Okay? Hold your peace. You women really ain't even supposed to be making a peep, man. Okay? You shouldn't even be seeing the teeth of your mouth, man, when you're in the midst of men, the congregation of the men of the Lord. All right? But some might say I'm being over righteous, But hey, nevertheless, stick to the scriptures. What does the scripture say? Let the woman keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for women to speak in the church. So it's a shameful thing for you women to speak in the church, man. Okay? And what does the scripture say? A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, man. All right? So don't be a bitch. All right? Because what's a female dog? A bitch. Okay? Let me get this scripture. This is what happens. I'm going to get some scriptures as to why you women should keep your mouth shut. All right? Because you have the command, but you also have examples of women who show why you should keep your mouth shut. Okay? Numbers 12, starting at verse 1. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. Okay, right. So they was getting on Moses about this. You know, and you could tell how, you already know how the Israelite woman is in general, man. Oh, look at this, Moses a hypocrite, da 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 da. Look at this, oh Lord, you only speaking to Moses, huh? Is the law only not applying to Moses? You know, probably talking all that shit. You know, and the Most High doesn't like when people murmur. Okay? Scripture say, beware of murmuring. You know, the Most High does not like that, okay? And especially from you women, man. And it is double standard. Yes, it is double standard. The Most High has double standards. That's absolutely correct. Okay? Period. As it should be. All right? Verse 2, and they said, hath the Lord Yahweh indeed spoken only by Moses? Hath he not spoken also by us? And the Lord Yahweh heard it. So they were talking shit. Oh, is the Most High only dealing with Moses now? You know, he ain't dealing with us. You know? So the Most High heard it. Okay? Verse 3. Now the man, Moses, was very meek above all the men which are upon the face of the earth. And the Lord Yahweh spake suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation, and they three came out. So yeah, you wanted a reaction. You wanted to speak on the Lord's name, right? You know, so now he's addressing you, okay? Same for you women, man. You know, you want to speak on the knowledge and stuff like that, you know, out of your place. Hey, guess what? The Lord will address you, man. Okay? So use this story as an example. Verse 5. And the Lord Yahweh came down in the pillar of a cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. All right? So Lord pulled up, you know, verse 6. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord Yahweh, will make myself known unto him in a vision and will speak unto him in a dream. That's right. And that's how the Lord speaks to his prophets, man. You know, in visions and in dreams. Okay? Verse 7. It says, my servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. Okay, so the Lord's saying Moses is different from the rest of these prophets, man. Okay. Verse 8. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches, and the similitude of the Lord Yahweh shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? So the Lord is saying, with Moses, this my main man, pretty much. You know, the Lord is saying him and Moses have a close relationship, man. All right, and the Lord, he's dealing with Moses directly. That's pretty much what the Lord was saying. So he said, you know, hey, you weren't afraid to talk shit against my mans? Pretty much that's what the Lord was saying, man, you know. Because the Most High is a jealous power, man, you know. So if you offend his little ones, okay, what do you say? It's better you cast a millstone around your neck and go hang and drown in the sea than to offend one of the Lord's little ones, man. Okay, so the Most High doesn't play about his. All right. Verse 9. And the anger of the Lord Yahweh was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam. Okay, notice how it says Miriam. It didn't say Aaron. All right, it said Miriam. Okay, and the Lord could have plagued Aaron as well. All right, Aaron went off. Aaron caused a great sin when he built the golden calf in the wilderness. You know, so the Lord could have been like, you built the golden calf and you did this. The Lord could have plagued them too. But notice how the Lord plagued Miriam. Okay, it says, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. So the Lord plagued her with leprosy, man. And this is exactly what happens when you women talk too much, man. All right, the Lord will deal with you, man. Especially if you're trying to give a man of the Lord hell, man. You know? But, hey, hold your peace, man. Okay? Hold your peace. That's the point on that. That's why I brought that out. Okay? I'm going to finish off on that. And Aaron said unto Moses, alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, wherein we have sinned. So Aaron's saying, we have sinned. Okay? He didn't just say Miriam alone. He said we did. But guess who the Lord plagued? He plagued Miriam. Okay? Verse 12. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb. That's right. And that's what leprosy, that's what it looks like when you have leprosy. You're one dead, man. Okay? And guess who is a clean leper? Esau. All right? Esau, man. All right? Verse 13. And Moses cried unto the Lord Yahweh, saying, heal her now, O Most High, I beseech thee. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, if her father has spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days? Let her be shut out from the camp 7 days, and after that, let her be received again. So, hey, the Lord said he spit in her face, man. You know, should she not be ashamed? And that's what a lot of you women are. You women are shameless, man. So don't let the Lord spit in your face, man. You don't want the Lord to spit in your face, man, because you will feel shame in that day. I promise you that. And I'm going to get one more scripture of an example why you women should just literally keep your mouth shut, okay? And watch what you say, especially about men of the Lord, all right? Because the Lord, he'll deal with you, man, all right? And if you can receive it, King David is Moses in the ring, or Moses is King David in the reincarnation, you know? So it's actually kind of crazy how this is a similar story. All right, this is 2 Samuel 6 and verse 14. And David danced before the Lord Yahweh with all his might, and David was girded with a linen ephod. So David is turning up for the Lord, you know, giving thanks to the Lord, man, you know, in all truth and sincerity, okay? It said he danced with, he danced with all his might, okay? Verse 15, so David and all the house of Israel brought up the ark of the Lord Yahweh with shouting and with the sound of the trumpet, okay? And as the ark of the Lord Yahweh came into the city of David, McCall, Saul's daughter, looked through a window and saw King David leaping and dancing before the Lord Yahweh, and she despised him in her heart. Right, so she was being a hater, man, you know, hating, you know, probably talking shit, like, look at him, you know, look at him dancing, you know, but he was dancing for the Lord, man. He wasn't dancing like a nigga, you know, dancing to some niggatry, you know what I'm saying? He was dancing for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, okay, all right. It says, and they brought in the ark of the Lord Yahweh and set it in his place in the midst of the tabernacle that David had pitched for it. And David offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before the Lord Yahweh. And as soon as David had made an end of offering burnt offerings and peace offerings, he blessed the people in the name of the Lord Yahweh of hosts. And he dealt among all the people, even among the whole multitude of Israel, as well to the woman as men, to everyone a cake of bread and a good piece of flesh and a flagon of wine. So all the people departed, everyone to his house. Then David returned to bless his household. And McCall, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet David and said, how glorious was the king of Israel today, who uncovered himself today in the eyes of the handmaids of his servants, and as the one of the vain fellows shamelessly uncovered himself. So she was basically being slick, you know, like, oh, how glorious were you, King David, you know, dancing and shit, you know what I'm saying? Verse 21, and David said unto McCall, it was before the Lord Yahweh which chose me before thy father and before all his house to appoint me ruler over the people of the Lord Yahweh over Israel. Therefore will I play before the Lord Yahweh. So David's saying, you know, I was dancing for the Lord pretty much, man. Okay, for all the stuff he's done to me. But now, notice how King David peeped how she was talking shit. So he basically cursed her, man. He basically put a curse on her ass, man. Okay? Verse 22. It says, and I will yet be more vile than thus, and will be base in mine own sight. And of Slakia, I'll read it again. And I will yet be more vile than thus, and will be base in mine own sight. And of the maidservants which thou hast spoken of them shall I be had in honor. Okay, so King David basically saying, you're going to be vile in my sight, man, and you're going to be base to me, you know? You know, he ain't going to show you no more love, pretty much. It says, therefore McCall, the daughter of Saul, had no child unto the day of her death. That's right. And being barren is a curse, man. All right. So this is exactly why you women should shut your ass. All right. So that's the point on that right there. Lord willing, this video was edifying for you Akim out there. All right. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Machak. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone that rule well. Peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. Shalom.